We provide employees with the tools, the resources, and support to navigate both work and life. And we provide access to employees' families as well. And we support HR leaders in shifting corporate culture so that your employees feel seen, safe, and cared for. I'm Karlie Jessop. I lead sales and partnerships here at Journey. And so just to get started on the problem that we're solving and what we're working for here at Journey, none of the statistics on the screen should be a surprise to you. Day-to-day life for all of us right now is hard. People are experiencing different hardships, but most of us are struggling with something. I'll tell you personally, as a working mom living in the Bay Area, I spend 12 to 14 hours a day sitting in this chair in a 10 by 10 box. I have 2 teenage girls. The stress is palpable in this house, but it's not anything I'm going to call our EAP about, nor am I going to call a therapist. And so as a result, I buy a lot of books that I don't read, and my level of stress and anxiety continues to rise, and I feel burned out, not just at work, but on life. And so to that point, I'm not alone. While employers are doing absolutely everything that they can to support their people, the traditional offerings are just not enough. Behavioral health networks and the EAPs are reactive solutions for acute needs. And the majority of employees aren't engaging with these offerings for a variety of reasons, everything from stigma to availability to cost. And so that's where Journey comes in. We provide employees with the tools, the resources, and support to navigate both work and life. And we provide access to employees' families as well. And we support HR leaders in shifting corporate culture so that your employees feel seen, safe, and cared for. In order to do that, we believe that 3 core components are necessary. The first one is around live learning opportunities with instructors that either look like me or have walked in my shoes, as well as the opportunity to engage with peers. This is critical to driving lifelong change. Additionally, just like brushing your teeth or going to the gym, taking action every day makes a huge difference in staying mentally fit. And then lastly, a supportive culture at work is really critical in keeping employees happy and engaged, and HR needs support in making that happen. It's not easy. The Journey Live platform provides participants with, as I said, the tools and resources and support that they need, not to just navigate what they're facing and struggling with today, but the challenges that they're going to face in the future. So not only are we looking at things like self-care, but also interpersonal skills, these things that come up not just at work, but at home, and also effectiveness, both at work and in life. And then we help HR via workshops and mental health certification programs to actually shift the culture, to reduce stigma, to create permission for employees to take care of themselves when they need to, and then also train managers to be able to meet their employees where they are and offer the right support at the right time. And while this all may sound really exciting and amazing, to the HR leader, it also probably sounds incredibly daunting. That's why we specifically commit to not only best in class engagement that they're going to want to talk about with their senior leadership teams, but we make it incredibly easy to implement and launch, and will not only be affordable, but also cost effective, actually providing an ROI to the organization. To that point, outcomes are really important. Not only have we created a platform that people love to use, clients that actually provide Journey Live to their employees are seeing important outcomes across increases in productivity, reductions in stress, reductions in absenteeism. And clients across industries are really looking to support the mental health and wellness of their populations. And they know that it requires not just crisis management and support across a behavioral health network or via the medical plan, but also preventative medicine, which is where Journey comes in. That day-to-day use and tool that actually provides support via this community aspect with diverse teachers that meet employees where they are. Across industries and with a variety of worker populations, our clients are hearing their people need more. It's so often that simple of an ask. People don't even know what they need right now. They just know that they need more. And so we're incredibly proud to work with an incredibly diverse group of clients, from Walgreens and Lululemon in the retail space to companies like Oracle and Tech or Summit Health and Healthcare. So what's the ask? HR leaders that you know are struggling to meet their employees where they are, particularly when it comes to proactively supporting their employees with the day-to-day life challenges that they're experiencing. Let them know about what you've heard today, how we're helping, and please make an intro. I would love that.
Thanks, Karlie. Great job. Well, congrats on all your traction. You're working with some amazing organizations. How are you all in the needs of diverse populations beyond, sort of wealthier organizations?
It's a great question. And so it's really important to meet employees where they are across cultural divides and across demographics. There's lots of different barriers to care, particularly when it comes to the day-to-day challenges, and people are experiencing things as severe as food insecurity to, maybe lighter things such as, burnout when it comes to overwork. And so we do a couple of things that are really important. One is make sure that we're engaging with instructors that have walked in the shoes of the people that we are looking to support. So more than 50% of our instructors are representing people of color. We provide series for folks that are identifying as LGBTQ and what that means in terms of wellness. And so those populations that may not necessarily traditionally reach out for mental health support are particularly of interest and kind of center of our heart here at Journey.
That's great, Karlie. Good to hear. Couple questions from attendees. One, is there a direct-to-consumer product? And if not, why did you feel that B2B was a better model?
It's a great question. And so right now we are B2B specifically. And the biggest reason for that is that by providing the HR organization with also the cultural support in terms of shifting that culture and providing that transformational element, we're able to actually meet people where they are. And so it's very important for us to reach all different kinds of industries and therefore all kinds of different worker populations. But by working with employers, we're actually able to provide more support to more people at that time.
Can you provide a use case pathway for an employee? Walk us through that.
Yeah, absolutely. I was actually on the phone with a client this morning who is a county official, and she shared that she had just received an email from a coworker that was incredibly stressful. And so based on some of the classes that she had taken at Journey, she took her phone into a quiet place for a few minutes and actually went through one of our classes that was just a 5-minute snippet that gave her the tools that she needed to kind of take a step back, do some breath work, and think about how she was going to respond such that it was a much more productive management of the situation. So it's things as small as that. It's also things like, we have classes for folks that are going through fertility challenges, or like I said, special series on, men and mental health, or, people of color, smoking cessation, any of those things that we're really challenged with on a day-to-day basis. We want to make sure that there's bite-sized snippets that are going to engage somebody where they are and give them what they need at that point in time. It's funny, one other client I just spoke to yesterday said that she thought she only had 10 minutes. So she watched a 10-minute class, and next thing she knew, she had actually watched 3 classes, but she never would have signed up for 30 minutes in the first place. So recognizing those behavioral elements is really important to us to make sure that we're giving people what they need.